talking to you on the 250th anniversary of the United States. It was established on July 4th, 1776. Who knows when you're going to see this? If you're one of my grandkids, the oldest of whom is in her teens now, but still I don't think has watched any of these, but I hope does someday. Maybe the rest will too. Could be a long time in the future, and the country is likely to be different than it is now. As I speak to you, though, it is with certain concern over the direction that the country is going. We remain, I'm pretty sure, the envy of the world in many respects. There's an awful lot that's good about USA, America. A lot of people wish they were here, and one of the things that they are drawn to, I suppose, is the opportunity to be successful. That is, to do what you want with your talents, with your ambition, with your uh, perseverance to succeed economically, to have, for the most part, freedom to express yourself and to move anywhere you want to go at any time. Now, we do pay for all that. Of course, our taxes are fairly high here, and we get something in return for those. The country is secure. Policing here, for the most part, is honest. There's exceptions to all of this, of course, and corruption is a concern just about anywhere you go. Probably less so in the United States overall. The disturbing political trend here, though, in 2026 is a movement towards socialist thinking among young people. Well, what do I mean by that? It's the hope that the government will provide in ways that it historically has not provided. The U.S. owes its success and its wealth, frankly, to private development. That is, the ability to take risks and either succeed and in the process probably make a lot of money, or fail and go broke and then try again, or not. It's up to you. These are the historical appeals of the U.S. economic system. Education here, for the most part, is without charge, at least through high school. Although the public schools have, in the recent years, and really that includes a good many of the recent years, fallen in many parts of the country to the point where a lot of children are not receiving adequate educations. Instead, the public sector has been influenced unduly, I think, by public employee unions, which have commanded the attention of politicians who cater to them too often, in my opinion, for the promise of political support. And that becomes a way of putting priorities that are outside the public that these entities are meant to serve. That is a real problem here. And one of the things that I have a great deal of concern over. It seems every generation has to learn for itself the virtues of hard work, perseverance, risk taking, getting a good education, and getting to the job and and continuing it. Sometimes the system is not fair. I admit it. But government, for the most part, is not going to be the solution to that. And the idea of having public industry or cradle to grave welfare, we know simply does not work. It doesn't work anywhere else in the world. Frankly, I kind of wish it did work. It would be nice, really, if the basic Marxist ideal of from each according to his ability, to each according to their need, if that ideal were in fact practicable. But it is not. Human nature consistently gets in the way. Those who have more ambition, those who are willing to sacrifice for their futures, are going to become resentful of those who sit on their hands and simply wait for a handout. That does not mean the government doesn't have a role in helping those who are truly down and out, who need assistance. Of course it does, and the U.S. is wealthy enough to provide for them. But it is very wrong to us as individuals and us collectively to expect the government to cater to every whim because someone decides they are a victim when in fact they are a victim of only their own attitudes and indifference to success or trying. I don't want to be harsh here. I really don't. But we have gone through this cycle over and over again worldwide. And the reason the United States remains The envy of the world is in large part due to the opportunity that we provide people to be free, to move about as they wish, to select their lifestyle as they wish, of course, to abide by the laws of the country. But they're allowed to be free in a society that, for the most part, is policed honestly and provides opportunities for all those who earnestly seek them. My dream as we observe this 250th anniversary, and again, for those who will see this many, many years from now, is that the difficult lessons that seemingly need to be learned with every generation are learned in time, that we realize that socialism is not a good option for our country, and that the best bet is to provide for a even playing field, which means responsible regulation of private industry, but not going to extremes to the extent of hampering it. That's important because that's where wealth comes, and that's where our opportunities as individuals and collectively are best served for our success. Happy Independence Day.